Hey you guys, welcome to today's video. We are going to be doing a first impressions, get ready with me, try on kind of situation with the Solmane 2 palette from Odens Eye. I am so freaking stoked to do this with you guys. I have been eyeing this palette quite literally since it launched and it's finally mine. Look at this color story. Yeah, so if you're like pumped, ready to see the look I created, the shades I used, and my initial thoughts, be sure to stay tuned because it's gonna be a really great video. But yeah, okay, let's go ahead and jump into it. You guys, the way I am excited to dig into this. I'm so excited. I have been eyeing the Solmane 2 palette for like literally since it launched with Odens Eye, and I didn't pick it up because I haven't been reaching for color as much, so I just felt like I couldn't really justify it. But it had been on my wish list, and Becca got it for me in our most recent wish list swap, and oh my goodness, I'm so excited. So I wanted to do a first impressions with you all today. If you want to see a 3 looks 1 palette with this, let me know in the comments and I will definitely film one of those. I have not swatched this or used this or anything. All I've been doing is rubbing the packaging because it has like a textured feel to it. And this is quite literally the most beautiful packaging maybe even ever. So pretty. I'm gonna prime my lids really quick. I probably should have done that before I started yapping, but here we are. But yeah, the packaging is just 10 for 10. This is also my first time trying out Odens Eye cosmetics as a whole. My friend Steph is a ride or die for them, and she's the one that really got me interested / like put them on the radar for me at all. So I'm really happy to finally be trying one of the palettes out, and I think this will also, you know, help me decide if there's like any other palettes that I think I might want moving forward, so I can finally test the formula. The real question is, what do we want to use? I feel like, so also my hair is wet. I put some orange in it. We'll see how that goes. But my shirt is like green with like some bluish purpley tones. So maybe we'll play around with that a little bit. I think maybe I'll go in with this light purple here all over the lid and just start building things up. Oh wow. All right, that is pigmented. She's pigmented. You've been warned. I was not ready for that, honestly. Wow. Look at that, you guys, because look how light that shade is. I was not expecting to be able to get that kind of pigmentation out of it. Holy shit. All right. All right, nice. Gonna do the same thing over here. Didn't take much time since it was a pigment station. I feel like I should also probably, I'm gonna put it on the lid a little bit as well. Wow, this shade is stunning. It's like a periwinkle kind of situation, I think. That's the color word I'm looking for. Really beautiful. Man, I just love that we're not losing like the opacity of the original shade. Wow. Stunning, you guys. And when I got this palette, I like, for the first time in months, I was finally feeling like really inspired to play with color. So I think that says a lot as well. Now I was trying to decide if we should go in with this blue shade or this purple shade. I'm gonna go in with this blue shade a little bit on the outer corner there. It's called Nebula. I'm gonna go in pretty light because, wow. Because obviously, like I said, these shadows are packing that pigment. Wow. Okay. So I'm just going in with it. Bringing it up, but not all the way up so we don't lose that first color. And notice too how it's easily giving me a blended out look. I'm not really doing much, I'm just tapping it. But I feel like if I tapped it less, we could get more opacity with the shade if you wanted. Wow. Okay, well, this shade combination is gorgeous. I'll go ahead and toot my own horn for pairing them. But yeah, wow. All right, Steph. You might have been onto something. I'm still, as I'm filming this, I'm eyeing their freaking Christmas or their holiday launch so hard. Like, I do not need it. Like, I do not. But oh my goodness, it looks so stinking beautiful that I'm like tempted to just use my gift card to just snag it. I wish that it wasn't limited edition, and that's what I hate about limited edition stuff. I feel like it, you know, forces that culture of, well, you gotta buy it now or it's gone forever. Like, I just don't feel like, sometimes I like a little bit more time to think about it or whatever, but it's like with stuff like this, it's like, well, quite literally, it's gonna be now or never, and I hate that. It sucks. All right, I'm gonna take just a little bit of this with the first shade we used and bring it back up here. Just a little to make sure we don't lose that, but man, this is so pretty. If you're noticing that patch there, that is my patch. You know that place where fucking eyeshadow never sticks? That's mine. That's mine. There is a lot of fallout, obviously. That doesn't bother me at all, but I wanted to mention it in case you're someone that does, you know, your face first. That would really suck. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the NYX glitter glue here, and I'm gonna apply that to me eyeballs. And I think I'm gonna do a little bit of a gradient of shimmer, and I'm gonna try to apply them with a brush first, and we'll see how that goes. And if it's not going, then we will switch to our fingers. But I want to try the brush first because that's how I would prefer to do it. Now, I mean, if you've been here, then yeah, you know what I'm saying. You're picking up what I'm throwing down. Oh, right here. I was like, where is my paddle brush? So I think I'm gonna take a little bit of this deep space shade right here and do that out on the outer. Just to kind of bring that gradient in. And I'm probably gonna go back in with a little bit of the blue, that dark blue as well. To connect. And then I'm gonna use this like really pretty light purpley shade Meteor here. And that's what I wanna do along the inside. Oh yeah. They work a lot better with your finger, I think. I think you could get away with it with a brush. It's just gonna take a lot more time. And they pack a lot more punch with the finger. I'm gonna just like go over that shimmer really lightly, so it kind of like blends them together-ish. You guys, I cannot even tell you the last time I wore blue makeup, so the fact that like a blue look is the first one I'm doing with this palette is so wild to me. Like, who am I? Wow. It is so like sparkly though, which I'm into. I'm gonna take just a wee bit of the blue and tap back in with it. Also, if you guys can hear the wind, it is so windy where I live right now. Like, it is crazy. I think it's because like all the tornadoes that were coming through like the Midwest, that like wind is just whoop. All right, I'm gonna clean up the under eyes really quick. All right, and I figured we would, I should have had that up a little bit. Oh well, sorry. Figured we would do our base together. I'm gonna go in with my Spectral Shine, and like this is what I mean by switching between, like I will use an e.l.f. stipple and then I will use a denser brush like this. Just like switching it up with really any product you have is gonna help when you're panning, just because they pick up the product differently and they hit the product differently. So that's why I like to kind of switch up my application brushes, because it just helps get around it a little bit better in my personal opinion. But yes, as I'm filming this, like I'm filming this at the beginning of November, so I'm kind of hopeful that I'll have it finished by my next project pan update. Now for foundation, what do I want to use? I was just talking to Steph about how I needed to use some freaking samples, so maybe I will do that here. I have this RMS Beauty Natural Finish Foundation. I got this little sample card of it. I think I'm gonna try the shade 22. And I'll hold on to the shade 0 because I feel like throughout the winter, like I will get there. I will get there. But I'm not there yet. So I think I'll go in with the medium shade and we'll see from there. I always feel like I should save the deeper shades and like try to bronze with them, but alas, I don't. I just feel like, oh Lord, that would literally take so long if I did that. So I'm going to open up the shade 22. Shoot, it's already splooshing out at me. Hate that about samples and stuff. It just gets so messy. And I'm such a baby about getting makeup on my fingers. I think when it's blended out, we'll be able to make that shade work. Close enough for just chilling around here. I feel like I'm gonna scoop it out, spotty it out really quick here. Oh, Tito. We have some people over right now, but I didn't know we were having them over, and I already had plans to film this stuff. So my boyfriend's like, why are you hanging out? And I'm like, I need to do this, and then I will be out. If I knew people were coming, I probably would have gotten an earlier start, but I was not kept in the loop, you know? Yeah, I just put the whole sample on my face. Hopefully it won't be too much. I've done that before. What sample was that? It was the Danessa Myricks, her sample cards you can get of her foundation. Bruh, I had to sneeze. You can get, I personally could get like free uses out of one of those little things, because a little goes such a long way. Like, it is crazy. But yeah, this seems to be fine, which is good. Actually, better start spreading it better because might be running short. Yeah, I think this tone looks fine on me, so that's good. I was worried, it looked like a lot deeper in the thing, but looks good, I think. It looked like it was already kind of bunching up a little bit around my, like right here. So hopefully that was some kind of weird fluke. I don't know. And then I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Radiant Skin Concealer. I have the shade 4. Finally actually using this because I emptied my Hourglass one. That might kind of be a lot, but oh well. I do really enjoy this concealer. I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't repurchase. I would not pick up a full size / repurchase like a smaller one. Just because like I do think it's nice, but I already know I have other ones that I like better. And I would rather use those or like, you know, repurchase those or try a new one. But I don't think this one is bad. I think if you're like wanting to try it, I do think that you would really enjoy it. I should have probably went in with a color corrector since I'm using these blue tones, but too late, it already happened. Next up, I usually do my bronzer, but I'm gonna go on my blush because if you saw my last project panning update, I'm panning the Becca Lippy in the shade Dune, and I was like FaceTiming Steph the other day and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish it because the formula is starting to change. It's feeling like much more oily on my lips. And she was like, use it as a blush. Like, I feel like you would enjoy that as a blush shade. And I was like, shh. So I've literally been using it as a blush, and I do think the shade is really pretty as a blush. It blends out fine as a blush, and I haven't gotten a reaction or anything from it. So I'm going to continue to use it this way because I think the shade is really nice, for one. But two, it'll also help me get through it faster, especially since I think that it is potentially going off because we're having a change in the formula. So yeah, and like look how like this lip formula in general is really nice. I wish if Becca would have carried anything over to Smashbox, it would have been the lippies, but you know, here we are. So yeah, I'm hopeful that, I don't know if I can finish this by like the end of the month, but I think I could definitely finish it by the end of the year using it that way. You guys are probably so tired of seeing this, but I promise after I finish this product, like I'm not gonna be focusing on another bronzer for a while, but I'm gonna go into my Olimar one. Can't help it, you guys. It's, oh, fuck. All right. So I had dry repressed it, which had been going fine until just right then on that second. So I'm gonna clean that up. I'm just gonna have to treat it as more of a loose. Do you hear that wind? Holy balls. I'm just gonna have to treat it as more of a loose powder bronzer so I won't like pick it up or whatever, and I'll keep it down and I'll be able to use it that way. Honestly, I'm probably like a week-ish from completely using it up, which like, how dope is that? Not to toot my own horn, but for my lower lash line, I think I want to use the Galaxy shade, which is this one right here. So pretty. Like initially that's like what I wanted to do my whole look around, and I was like, nah. So I'm gonna use it down here, and wow, stunning. So pretty. Very pleased with this. First impressions give me a lot of anxiety because it has so much, you know, there's so much room for air and so much like possibility that it's like not gonna look good. But it's looking nice. I am gonna pop off, do all the finishing touches, and then I will be back for my final first impressions. Okay, so here is the finished look. My hair is still a little wet, but the general vibe of it is happening. Just to finish things up, I did go in with my Dior lipstick. This one's in the shade 100. I really love this nude, especially paired with like a brownish liner. And then for mascara, I just want to let you guys know I'm still really loving this Boost Juice from Item Beauty. I used the lengthening side today, and then I went in with my Bite Beauty mascara. I panic bought like 12 of these, so I have like 8 or 9-ish left. I don't know. So good. Still really been out of shape that they're no longer in business. I will zoom you guys in so that you can see a close-up of the look and really just the overall vibe that it's giving. Yeah. So my first impression, final thoughts are that so far this palette is living up to my expectations. I was really nervous because a lot of the times when stuff's like super hyped and you expect it to be so good, like for me at least, it falls short a lot of the time. So I was really worried about that happening, but so far that is not the case. The packaging is an absolute 10 out of 10. So beautiful, so functional. Really, really love it. The quality of the shadows thus far, wow. Wow. I will let you know if I experience any increasing. I don't anticipate it, but if I do, I will leave a note in the description box. The shades I've used so far, honestly, are just breathtaking. I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I used 5 shades in this first look. I did not experience trouble with any of them. As you guys saw, the mattes were very pigmented. You got a really great color payoff, especially from those lighter shades, which I really, really loved. Didn't struggle with any kind of patchiness, blendability. The shimmers are absolutely stunning. They're very sparkly, which is what I was really looking forward to, because I know that's kind of something that Odenseye is known for. And so far it is bringing it all to the table. Like I said, if you want to see a 3 looks 1 palette, swatches, all of that, let me know in the comments and I will do so. But yeah, so far you guys, I am just truly impressed with this. I don't know the last time I did a look this bold and this colorful, but I love it. Like, I'm feeling it. I'm so obsessed with it. I think that it looks absolutely stunning. And I cannot wait to play with this more. It also blows my mind how like affordable their palettes are. Especially not only in comparison to like, you know, mainstream brands, but in comparison to other indie brands, because when you start getting into indie brands and indie shadows, those prices can be a lot higher. And it's just because, you know, they are indie brands, you know, it costs them a lot more to make those things. The shadows, in my opinion, are usually higher quality. So I don't know, I would have to look to see what the price point is on this one, but I don't think it's even $50. I think it's under that, but it's nice, it's weighted, good quality. Really loving this one so far, you guys. Living up to the expectations, so yay. If you made it this far, don't forget to give this video a like before you leave. And if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. 60% of my viewers aren't subscribed. So, bing. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.